Hello everybody, welcome to DelveX commentary. Right, I'm Ashutosh Singh back with another video. This is specific about Rancher desktop, as you can see. Okay, first let's understand what you're going to get in this lecture, right? So I've rated this one. So this is very much specific to the developers, either application or general software developer, and about administrator also. So this is going to give you about how you're gonna use Docker and Kubernetes both in your local system. So this is the Rancher desktop software. We'll talk about it later. And mainly three things we will be covering, right? Installation, configuration, and how you're gonna use it. Okay. Just to give you a very much local context, if we want to use Rancher desktop, this is an alternative to Docker desktop, right? Which is now getting a lot of popularity by OpenSUSE community. So the very first thing we'll talk about what you're going to get in short if you are going to install Rancher desktop. Okay, you can install on Mac and Windows any platform, but you're going to get your Docker and Kubernetes and Containerd. So this is three things. So first, as a client software, you get nodectl, which is a Containerd client, kubectl for Kubernetes, Helm for Kubernetes, and Docker CI for Docker. So ultimately, this is something. Okay. Now let's understand what is the operating system support and CPU memory requirement we are having. As you can see from the previous slide, it can be working on all three possible platforms like Mac, Linux, and Windows. Okay. So first of all, let's install in Windows platform. As you can see here, it is required Linux subsystems, okay, which I have already covered in my last video of Docker desktop. I'll put the link and you can get from here. Okay, it's very easy to install Linux subsystems, and then you install Rancher desktop directly. So about understanding what is the memory and CPU you need, let's go to Windows platform directly. So here, this is my Windows. I have already opened official documentation of this, okay? And how you're gonna open that, I'll talk about that as well. So this is my Windows operating system. Here you need minimum Windows 10, and amount of memory and CPU you need is 8 gigs of RAM and CPU, okay? Around 20-25 GB of storage you need. And WSL, yes, again I'm saying you can just Google it, install WSL on Windows 10 or 11, and you get the Microsoft official website, and you can follow the link one by one. Otherwise, in my previous video of Docker desktop installation, I have given the link and how to install it in this same video series, right? So let's install it. First of all, you have to go and download from here. This is the official website, or you can directly write Rancher desktop. You get the first one. Okay, as you can see here, Windows, Linux, and Mac, and this is a Windows option. So I already have downloaded this around 550 MB software. Okay, so let's just go with the installation quickly, and here we go, accepting the license. Next, you want to install for all or for just user one. Okay, I want to install for all users, and click on install. Now this is gonna take few minutes, because what it is doing, it is trying to pull Docker images of Docker desktop kind of image, and Kubernetes image also. So which is basically setting up Docker and Kubernetes both for the first time. Because I'm installing it second time, so it won't take much time. But in general, if you are installing for the first time, it will take few minutes, since Docker Kubernetes both installation is going on. Right now, once it got installed, it will be really easy to use, which is a very much fine and easy to start. Meanwhile, this software is getting installed. Let's talk about how we install in Mac also. So I have downloaded this one, okay, from the same website for Mac also, and it's super and duper easy to install in Mac. So if I just double click it, it will open a pop-up. I can just drag and drop in application folder, and that's it, right? It got installed. I can search for Rancher. I can click enter and it will be started very soon, right? So I'm just keeping it ahead here, and if you see here, this Rancher desktop is already running. I can just double click it and it is gonna show the first UI platform like this. So if you see Kubernetes 1.27 containers, do we have? Okay, I don't think so. And port forwarding, images, many options we have. Okay, if you want to see what Kubernetes version it is using, it is showing here. Otherwise you can customize it from going to click on preference, and here you can see container engine. We are having Docker and containerd. You can choose, and Kubernetes is having 1.27 version, and specific thing is ingress installation also. I can choose many versions, or it can be very easy to quickly upgrade and downgrade versions as well. It's very easy. Now once this entire installation will be done, which may take time for you, you can simply click on this, PowerShell in Windows without administrator, and try to cross check Docker version. You see 24 client and 23 version. Since Kubernetes installation can take time automatically, if I check get nodes, yes, it is ready for me, right? So ultimately, if you remember what it offer kubectl, Docker CLI and Helm also. So if I check Helm version, it is offering, and it all for nerdctl also, which is for containerd. Now it is all there. How to use it simply? So if you already know how to use it, just a demonstration purpose, I'm opening my VS Code. It has this Docker file and this image. I can directly try to build this image to see, okay, is the build process happening fine for Docker? Okay, you need to have Docker knowledge before the hand, right? So Docker build -d, let's say DelveX test 1 and dot. It is going to download that image and build it. Perfect. So that's all for this video. In our next video, I will be exploring Rancher desktop in much more detail, how we can use ingress controller and many things. Okay. Meanwhile, please enjoy and happy learning. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.